Hello, this is the coin graph market. Now that Thanksgiving is over, we're moving on to Christmas and then the new year. I feel the need to tell you of the best XRP video I've ever seen, since I know many of you haven't seen it. Also, you should watch it again, even if you've already done so once, twice, or 3 times. If so, you should watch it again. I think that with all of this Bitcoin, chatter, and other things we're seeing, when the Ripple partnership comes to a close, I think everyone will see how right we were the whole time. And this is a great movie to watch as that time gets closer. For what reason do I hold on to XRP? In their view, XRP is the best cryptocurrency to lead the next global payment system. In 2013, the Federal Reserve started looking into ways to make payments go faster. This went on for 2 years, and then an action plan and a Federal Payments Task Group were made. In 2014, the World Bank, the Better Than Cash Alliance, which includes the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Clinton Global Initiative, and the governments of 32 nations, and a cryptocurrency startup called Ripple put out a paper called The Opportunities of Digital Payments. After a year, the Better Than Cash Alliance put one cryptocurrency company on their website. That company is Ripple today. Everything that the Better Than Cash Alliance does is aimed at achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. The logo for 2030 can be seen on the websites of Bill Gates, Lapel, and the Better Than Cash Alliance. It can also be seen on the UN's official exchange, which is what crypto is exchanged legally using for their carbon credit solution. XRP before 2020. The global have switched to ISO 25. The global have accepted ISO 20, a new standard for sending electronic messages between banks around the world. This company was the first ISO 2022 member to focus on distributed ledger technology. It has worked with more than 300 banks. There are banks from all over the world, such as Bank of America, Pan American Express, Tandy's B Standard Chartered Banks, BHB, OSB, HES, India Bank of England, Singapore, Australia, Scotland, Indonesia, Japan's top banks, the Middle East, Egypt, Thailand, Morocco, Putin, South Korea, Brazil, and Latin America. Ripple was a past worker who was in charge of the Federal Reserve. BlackRock's digital asset division Ripple was run by an employee who was in charge of the world's biggest asset manager. They hired a former U.S. Treasurer, 2 former Federal Reserve attorneys, a former German Minister of Defense and Economy, a former SWIFT business director, a former SWIFT board member, and a former PayPal chief financial officer. Ripple also hired former Clinton and Obama advisors. Ripple is a member of the Digital Cloud Foundation. They have been the head of DTC, the chief business officer of Uber, a vice president at Amazon, and the chair of their law team's SEC chair. Digital Dollar Business Association of Euro Digital, Moshe Alyumov is on the high-level advisory board on FinTech for Hyperledger, the Blockchain Consortium, the Open Payments Coalition, and the Pastor Payments Council. He is also on the Global Payments Steering Committee and the Cross-Border Working Committee. Cross-Border Working Group. Cross-Border Working Group. The University Blockchain Effort, the World Wide Web Consortium, and the World Economic Forum are all listed as partners by the International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications. 3 members of their team are named right away on the UF website: Ripple, and XRPE. Do they seem like they're going away, or do they sound like they're part of a bigger plan? You pick up the phone. Let me tell you something. I met this person at XRP Las Vegas and have talked to him a few times since. His name is Tom, and he is a really nice and smart guy. Not a big deal. Wouldn't you? I mean, this is the best XRP movie that has ever been made. Very good job. I think we'll see him again soon. Here's more of what Tom Emmer said to Thinking Cryptos. Let us say they're talking about Elizabeth Warren and her staff. It looks like Elizabeth Warren is behind Gary Gensler. How can we slow down Elizabeth Warren, who seems to be giving the Gambians power? If the Chinese government couldn't completely shut down cryptocurrency, I promise you that Elizabeth Warren will not be able to do the same in this country. Even Gary Gensler isn't. We are now at a new level with digital goods. This doesn't seem to bother them that much. because it directly makes them less powerful. If you, me, Tony, and Tom can do business directly with each other without a third party, or even better, if the government doesn't get in the way of our deal, Tony, we will be able to do what's best for us no matter what the government wants us to do. That's the way it should be. Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler unfortunately have a lot of power in that setting. I think that's why they are working so hard to stop it. They are going to lose their loss has been that, and their loss will be that if you listen to this. This part of Rand's noontime show is pretty cool. Look at this. Hey there, Bitcoin. As you may know, we make digital gold or gold. It's like digital gold. Also, BlackRock has said that Bitcoin is the way of the future. These guys want it to end. They're not slouches either, you know? You should know that BlackRock has ties to all of our presidents since George W. Bush. It's been going on for more than 20 or 30 years. These people have worked with the government or the president, and they are the U.S. government. You get the U.S. government's financial branch. Okay, so here's what I think. They'll have to shut down Tether and Binance, but it won't be very bad. As I already said, jail. They are going to get rid of Tether from the cryptocurrency world. They will only need people that the government sets up and knows they can trust. In case you haven't seen it, Richard Tang, who took over for Nance, is a member of the WF World Economic Forum. Yeah? Okay. Here, he makes a very good case, because for many months and years, a lot of people thought that Binance would be taken down. They thought that the crypto market would fall apart if Nance was taken away. Did you notice that the market for cryptocurrencies didn't crash? Because they did, and that's the story, folks. As you may know, this is how the government has always planned to get into the crypto market and make all the money they saw Binance make. That's the end of it. It was always going to be that way. What I didn't know was that they wanted to take it over instead of smashing it. We will talk about that soon, but first he says something very interesting about tethers. No, I've always thought they were up to something. Anyway, I think this will lead to the downfall of a few stooges, and then they'll do what they're doing with Binance and put their own guy in charge. With Tether, they'll do the same thing. In this light, that makes perfect sense. It doesn't wipe out the whole market. Now you have this. Bitcoin. Binance. He says that this is the dark horse tweet that sent shockwaves all over. Check them out. Check this out. Harold Reed is the new CEO of Binance. Richard Tang used to work with Mages and Agim, who Ripple's general lawyer was when they first started out. Okay, so he was made CEO of Binance 6 or 8 months ago, and now they're saying that this Richard Tang guy used to work for Lulu Pay or something. A partner of Ripple says that this is the time for Agim and Matt to get new work, and they praise Ripple at the 2018-19 conference. He comes to join us. Lulu adds RippleNet to it, and the CEO of Binance has joined Lulu. After that, he turned into, and now my 11-year-old has turned off his phone.